Alright, so my name is Cutler Duncan, and I'm going to do a book talk for you guys on a book called American Sniper by Chris Kyle. I'm just going to jump right into it and give you guys a quote directly from the book here. I've lived the literal meaning of land of the free and home of the brave. It's not corny for me. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my chest. Even at a ball game, when someone talks during the anthem or doesn't take their hat off, it pisses me off. I'm not one to be quiet about it either. So, this book is an autobiography about Chris Kyle. He's, in case you don't know, he's the most lethal American sniper in U.S. history. So it starts out. The book starts out. He was a cowboy down in Texas. He was rodeoing and all sorts of stuff, and he decided he's gonna become a SEAL one of these days, and so he joined the SEAL force and made it through and became a sniper. And this book is about just tons and tons of stories from Fallujah and other places he was deployed to, and there's all kinds of action. This book is just filled with action. There's all kinds of shooting scenes and shootouts and numerous stories of people he shot and stuff. So it can be fairly graphic. There's some very graphic parts, but it's just an awesome book. There's also, the other thing about this book is there's just some really touching spots. There's some parts about when he would go home and see his wife at home, and how hard it was for them to be a family when he came home and stuff like that, and it was just really touching to me, at least. And another cool part about this book is it also, his wife, it comes from his wife's perspective too. In a few spots they added that in there, so that's really cool. You get it from his perspective and from her perspective. And he's also a really funny guy. He's got a good sense of humor. It's kind of more of a sick sense of humor, but it's really cool. It's kind of funny. So it's a super easy read. It's 454 pages long, and it took me roughly like a week to read it, and I'm not a very good reader, so I was just hooked to it. I couldn't set this book down. It's a really good book though, and I'd recommend it to anybody. It's super easy to read, straightforward. The only thing is, if you're not really into graphic stuff or don't really like reading about wartime or anything like that, then you might not want to read it. But in my opinion, I think that every American in this country should read this book, because it's very touching, because it's just firsthand what our soldiers are going through, and it really did change me and change my outlook on what soldiers go through once they get home and being there. I didn't realize the severity of being overseas, and this book really touched me. I'd recommend it to anybody and everybody. Thank you.